白い迎え撃とうリザードンフレアドライブ
Yo, it's your boy Luap coming back at it again with another video. In this video, I will recap and review Pokemon Journeys episode 100, Close Contact, Leon Special Training, as well as give my predictions for episode 101, One Stick Thwacky. If you guys enjoy episode reviews as well as recaps each and every week, then I highly suggest you hit the like button and subscribe, as it truly helps support the channel. But with all that being said, let's begin by recapping the events of episode 100. The episode begins with Ash oversleeping and waking up to a letter left for him by Go. The letter says that Go and Ash were planning to go to the Motostoke Riverbank early today to catch some Pokemon, but since Ash wouldn't wake up on time, Go just decided to go ahead and meet Ash in the area. While running to the train station, Ash stumbles upon two kids saying that Leon's battle is about to begin. This catches his attention and immediately asks the kids about it. The kids of course recognize Ash from his battle with Marnie yesterday, and then happily tell him that Leon is in Winden Stadium battling out in the Masters 8. We then get a new opening and it's so amazing. I even made a breakdown of it in another video, so you should definitely check that out. Ash dashes to Winden Stadium and sees on the TV that Leon is indeed battling Flint of the Sinnoh Elite Four. This takes Ash back to his memories with Flint in the Diamond and Pearl saga. He then heads straight to the bleachers where the battle is coming down to its final moments. Infernape and Charizard clash with Flare Blitz, and fun fact, this is the first time we've seen Leon's Charizard use Flare Blitz in the anime. Infernape tries to use Mach Punch from behind, but Charizard stops with a Flamethrower and finishes it off with a Dragon Claw. Leon is crowned the winner yet again, and we see Flint's ranking go down from 7 to 8. While exiting the stadium, Ash sees Leon signing some autographs and taking pictures with everybody and causes attention before Leon leaves. Leon is happy to see Ash and asks him if he saw the battle with Flint, and Ash excitedly affirms. Our boy shows the world champion that he's now in the top 15, and Leon is of course proud and says that he's waiting for him in the Masters 8. This causes Leon to invite Ash to a special training, into which Ash of course agrees to join. In another scene, Grookey is being cute as usual and he's happily playing with the bunch of Gossip Flower. That's another Pokemon ticked off the super official Luap Pokédex detailing the Pokemon who have made an appearance in Pokemon Journeys. Go catches one of the Gossip Flower and then realizes that Ash still hasn't arrived yet, so he calls him to check how he's doing. But Ash is now on his own adventure and tells Go that he's with Leon and that he can't go with Go anymore. Go is disappointed by this because he also wanted to meet Leon. Suddenly, a car honks from behind and it's none other than Sonia. Turns out she's here doing some fieldwork about power spots and stuff. Go tells her that he's here to catch some Galarian Pokemon, so Sonia hatches an idea where Go can go catch some nearby Pokemon by going in her car. This of course causes Go to freak out because we all know how bad of a driver Sonia is. Leon tells Ash that they're gonna train by the ocean, but Leon is obviously terrible with directions and they end up in the middle of the forest. Leon sends out his Charizard and it flies him out of the woods and across trees, and the boys are just having fun. Meanwhile, Go is not having so much fun with Sonia's driving, but at least Grookey is. Back to Ash and Leon, we now see Charizard smashing all the rocks on their way, and the fire lizard even enjoys going through the waterfall. Leon then tells Ash that they're going to do some skydiving and recalls Charizard back into his Pokeball, and on their way down he sends out Dragapult to cushion their landing. Dragapult then takes them to this open field with a flock of Wooloo and they start playing with them. Go and Sonia also arrive at their destination. Ash and Leon are living their best lives with the Wooloo until a school of Dreepy are seen flying above them. Sonia mentions how Leon didn't have many friends growing up, and how he was busy doing chores and taking care of his little brother. It's nice to see that we got a Hop reference, I just hope that we get to see him actually animated at some point. Ash, Leon, and their Pokemon are having lunch in the shade, and Leon tells Ash that this is the training that he was talking about, taking a step back and just relaxing and having fun with their Pokemon. But the fun is put to a pause as a pair of Corviknight come charging straight towards them and start attacking the Dreepy and Wooloo. Leon quickly thinks of a solution and hops onto his Dragapult and tries to distract the Corviknight. Leon finds a way to ride on one of the Corviknight and out of nowhere makes a Chad move by taking off his shirt to cover his eyes. When he removes his shirt off of the Corviknight's head, it's finally calmed down. Perhaps it was just in a state of confusion earlier. On Ash's end, he discovers a Rookidee nest, but it seems that one of them is injured. A GP tries to fly near the nest, but one of the Corviknights notices it, and thinking that GP was there to attack their family, Corviknight gushes off a strong whirlwind attack, which sweeps off the Rookidee from their nest. Typical Ash jumps off the cliff to save the Rookidee, and luckily Leon is there to rescue him. Leon treats the Rookidee's injuries, and at the end of the day, Ash asks Leon how it feels to be a champion. Leon replies by saying that as an undefeated champion, he's scared of losing. Since he's never lost, he feels like he's never gonna get better. Looking back at the Darkest Day event, Leon couldn't do anything to stop Eternatus, and he realized that there are much stronger people out there than him. This causes Ash to like Leon even more and even fuels his dream to beat the World Monarch one day. And as they're about to head home, Leon asks Ash one important question, to which Ash asks, "What is it, Leon?" And he replies, "Where's my car?" This was a nice episode to get some backstory on Leon's character and really humanize him to us. The best thing about this episode was when he was talking to Ash and telling him that he's scared of being a champion and the world monarch because he's never lost. I can totally relate as someone who totally never loses. I do have an inkling of a feeling that this is very much foreshadowing the fact that Ash will indeed beat Leon one day in the finals of the Masters 8. The only thing I sort of wish we got more of was seeing more of his Pokemon. We have already seen Dragapult, so it would have been nice to see a different Pokemon of his roster. The continuity of this battle taking place the day after Ash battled with Marnie was a really nice touch too. The fact that Flint, no, not that Flint, this Flint, was in the Masters 8 was kind of surprising, but he did drop down to the 8th place. Poor Flint is definitely going to get knocked out of the Masters 8 once Ash takes his 8th place. It's weird that they made such a point to show that Goa and Sonia went to catch Pokemon, but we didn't see him catch any on screen. I say this because I say there's a decent chance that he caught something off screen and we'll see it maybe in the next episode. I also like the fact that Hop was alluded to by Sonia, so I'm hoping that we do get to see him one day in Pokemon Journeys. Overall, this episode did a fantastic job of setting up Leon's character and really expanding on his personality. I love the ending question after all the serious talk when he asked Ash where's his car. I also thoroughly enjoyed all the parallels between Ash and Leon sprinkled all throughout the episode. My rating for this episode is an 8 out of 10. They could have done more plot-wise, but they did Leon justice and probably gave him a lot more fans. Now let's look at the preview trailer and make our predictions for episode 101. The preview trailer shows my boy Grookey talking to a Thwackey before we see both a female and a male Thwackey. The problem with this episode seems to be that Thwackey only has one stick before we see a shot of what seems like one of them evolving into Rillaboom. It seems that the female one is the one who evolved into Rillaboom because the male one is then seen trying its hardest with one stick. I believe that's when we'll see Grookey trying his best to try and cheer on his new friend. While I don't see Grookey evolving, or rather I'm hoping for it not to happen, I can totally picture Grookey evolving into Thwackey and then perhaps giving the male Thwackey one of his sticks. My hope, of course, is that this doesn't happen and they allow Grookey to stay the way he is for the rest of Pokemon Journeys. As a Grookey stan, you know I look forward to an episode like this, but they are purposely making me scared. One could predict that he's going to evolve or possibly even be released, and I can sadly see either of those things happening. I'll be watching next week's episode with my hands over my eyes, hoping that he stays how he is. So yeah, that's my review for Pokemon Journeys episode 100, as well as my predictions for episode 101. If you guys enjoyed it, I highly urge you to hit the like button and subscribe. I make episode reviews every week just a few hours after the episode airs, so if you enjoy these reviews right after the episode, you know where to come. Today's comment of the day is, now that we see Flint in the Masters 8 and essentially know more than half of the roster, what other trainer can you picture being in the Masters 8? I of course made a video on this which you should totally check out, but as it stands, I'd like Steven Stone to be there. I can totally see him being too busy to participate, but I'd love to see him there anyways. Again, if you made it this far into the video, I truly appreciate you, and as always, it's been your boy Luap, and I'm out. Peace.